All right, we're gonna be doing another one of these kind of quick and dirty channel update, video update kind of things. Um, it's been a bit since I posted a video. I think it's been a month at this point. I've been battling again against my migraines. I've got an appointment with my doctor for next month. In the meantime, we're going to be changing my medication over, which is probably going to make things worse in the interim because I've done tapers on this medication before and it is miserable. So I've got to taper down off of the first med, wait some time, then go back on the second, and that's probably going to take me out of commission for quite a bit. But I did want to get this update done first, especially with the fact that it's 4/13 and we've got some actual news and updates that it seems to have occurred. Yay! Alright, quick updates for the channel. Nothing is over, nothing's done. I'm going to probably, if I do any more videos in the interim until I've tried these new meds, it will probably be the Worldcon videos. I really want to get those done. I know that the Baldur's Gate and the Undertale and the Diablo 3 are all much, much older, but I was really, really hoping to showcase the artists and talent that I saw at Worldcon. Really impressed with them. I know that not all of them are the most popular of the videos that I've done, but I really wanted to showcase those. There will probably be some, I would probably say probably the Undertale videos would probably be the next easiest ones to get to. It's actually kind of interesting. I was discovering that the amount of work I had to do trying to get the Worldcon videos to look the way that I wanted them to. And I'm still not entirely happy with all of them, but I'm getting a little bit better at that. It was more than I thought I was going to have to do. So that's one of the reasons why that those are probably going to take more of my time. Undertale videos shouldn't actually be that difficult. As far as Baldur's Gate would probably be the next easiest ones to do, and then with Diablo 3, there's a lot of weeding through and cutting and stuff that I do for those videos to try to make them compact and interesting. Until then, probably vlogs will probably be the more regular content until I can get things straightened out. I've got another meta theory. This one's actually mostly my own theory that I want to work out. And then I've got some other Homestuck content and other general fandom content that I want to work on. The big things that I've been kind of like making some decisions on are Torment Tides of Numenera. I have started playing it. I've kind of lagged a bit on that since things started getting bad, but I was really enjoying it. I'm going to go back to that. I decided against doing any kind of Let's Play or playthrough on YouTube to begin with because I really wanted to experience that as a personal experience. There's so much player choice involved in that. Now, in the future, once more people have had a chance to pick up the game and play it, I might do another Let's Play, this time focusing on Numenera. I don't think I'm going to continue the Baldur's Gate as a Let's Play. I think I'm going to turn that into a straight YouTube series, because I find it'll be a little easier to focus on what I want to. But with Numenera, I can definitely see things that I could do for Let's Plays, like trying to get the audience involved, to take ownership of the character and kind of make it our character instead of just my character, which is another reason why I want to play through Numenera by myself first. Additionally, we've got Planescape Torment Enhanced Edition. Yes! So hopefully what I'll probably do is, again, I might do 2 different style vids for that. I'll probably do something similar to what I'm doing for Baldur's Gate was that as an actual kind of playthrough and guide for it, and then there will probably be a Twitch stream Let's Play, again, with that kind of, let's make active decisions together and take ownership of this character together. Dawn of War 3 is going to be having an open beta soon. I think it might have either started yesterday officially or tomorrow. I might have to double check my dates on that. Either way, I have to wait for my key to come in. If I get a key, well, it's an open beta, so hopefully I should get a key. And that one I was really hoping to stream or YouTube some content for, but RTS games are hard. I don't know if you've ever tried to play an RTS with a migraine, but it's darn near undoable. It requires so much focus and so much thought and planning, and keeping those kind of things straight when you've got a migraine is so much different than trying to play more of a Twitch action game like Diablo is. Speaking of which, one thing I have been doing trying to keep my spirits up, and this is something I've wanted to talk about on the channel for a long time now, is Path of Exile. I still think that game is amazing. It's not without its flaws. I will probably do some Path of Exile content in the future, but not for a while. The game is going to be undergoing some major changes in the future, and I probably won't do anything on the channel with it until after those major changes have occurred. For now, I am just really enjoying having something that I can do where I can distract myself and unwind and just watch enemies explode into loot piles. So that's pretty much it for channel updates. Now, the updates you probably care about much, much more. So, let's see if this works the way I tried to set this up ahead of time. Let's see if it works the way I wanted it to. Oh no, technical difficulties. Ah, there it goes. Alright, so let me go ahead and go into the interact section here so I can take a better look at what's going on here. So, hello interact section. It is not letting me scroll, and no scroll bars are appearing. That's kind of frustrating. I was thinking of humping the Jeopardy scene for a second there, but that is probably somewhat inappropriate copyright material for the time being. Why is this not letting me interact with it? I didn't have any problems with this when I was trying to do the YouTube stuff. Oh, I hope that won't happen. Let's see. I've got the MSPA page open in my browser. I might try to switch source. Still not capturing. It's got my mouse. Hi, mousey. Alright, so let me bring this down under here. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of this window capture. And I'm going to go back to the MSPA capture that I've got. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on the website here and I'm going to read this. And so you're not going to actually see the news post. Anyway, so good old 413. Got a new trailer for you to check out. Furthermore, there looks to be a post from your boy and mine, the world's boy really, Cohen, providing some insight as to the status of the game development. It also seems that a famous meat sandwich shop called Arby's has tweeted about Homestuck today. Why don't we call that a huge news of the day? Hell, let's agree to regard it as the most significant event of the past 8 years. Also a reminder of the What Pumpkin sale, including discounts on albums. Alright, you should check out the What Pumpkin sale. So I'm going to switch over to the post for the Act 1 update. And because I'm having trouble getting the video capture to interact, I'm going to just go ahead and read this now. There's not much to see here for the most part. It's, if you've been to the What Pumpkin Tumblr, you know what it is. Hey everyone, Cohen here, creative director and head writer for Hiveswap. I'm not Cohen, by the way. This is just me talking. Hopefully, you're reading this after watching the new trailer. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. If you haven't watched it, go watch it again. It doesn't cost anything, and most importantly, no one can stop you. So let's go watch the trailer first. That's what everybody seems to want us to do right now. Hussey and Cohen both, so let's go ahead and take a look. And give it a moment for the video capture device to catch up to me. I'm just having all kinds of fun and technical difficulties. Yeah, the scene switching on this needs to work. I might eventually try some new tools, but right now this is the main tool that I have available to me as far as like actual good streaming tools. I want to have my mug available for this, because that way you can see all of the genuine reactions. Because of course, that's why you're here. We all know you're here to see my pretty, pretty face. Well, maybe not my pretty, pretty face, but my pretty, pretty beard. I'll go back to YouTube. Ah, it worked now. Isn't that nice? Alright, let's see if this will interact. Last time we did this, it didn't have any problem letting me interact with YouTube. So, Hiveswap, trailer number 2. The door is nearly open. Oh, no, you don't. Don't do that. We're here for a different trailer. And it's definitely not the sexiest MMORPG ever. Oh yeah, Openbound should be done too, which is something I've been looking forward to. For those of you who occasionally like to listen to Homestuck instead of just read it. Alright, so let's go back to Mr. Cohen here. Okay, now you're back. Wow, wasn't that dynamite? I agree. Yes, actually, it was pretty good, I have to admit. I do love the art style they're employing. I really like I said, the animation's kind of like low frame rate. There's a charm to it in the way that they're doing it. Especially, of course, for, you know, us as Homestuck fans, we're used to this kind of iconographic artistic representation instead of, you know, more high fidelity representations. So, but actually, I really do like the way the characters look, and the backgrounds continue to look amazing. And now we actually got some fun music, you know, more fun music to listen to, which is great. So, the game. The game is good, folks. It's gorgeous and fun, and the music is outstanding, and people say it's pretty fun too. We'll see. All that thanks to the team. We've got a great team full of outrageously skilled people, and over the next few weeks we're going to be talking to them here about the work they've done for Hiveswap Act 1. If you've wondered, possibly aloud, possibly at length, about why we haven't done more of that before, it's because they've been too busy doing all that work. Busy, busy bees with no time for chatter. So they belong to Solux. It's a practice that is potentially frustrating for fans, though, which is why we're going to be parting the curtain a little more, because, of course, what you really want at this moment is for me to say more about the game, idiot. Right, so the game is nearly done. It's taken us a while, but we've committed to bringing you the game you deserve, even if it means delivering it later than you deserved. Some things take longer to implement or polish than we anticipate, but our intent is not to mislead you, I promise. We want to keep you in the loop as much as we can, but it's a difficult juggling act for us. We're trying to make a game that is fun, funny, and beautiful, and we haven't compromised on quality in order to get it out quicker. On the other hand, we do want to talk to you about how it's going. On yet a third hand, or maybe back to the first hand, now hidden behind my back, we've also committed to not spoiling every mystery in the game before you actually get to play it. Thank you. I was not expecting you to. That's definitely not an MSPA style. These interviews we'll be doing are our way of striking the balance between these three hands, possibly two hands with one influx. The next time you hear a release date from us, it'll be because the game is about to launch. In the meantime, we thank you one last time for your continued patience and understanding. Right. Okay, so, not gonna lie, I cannot say that I am not disappointed at the fact we don't have a release date yet. I like the fact we got a new trailer. I like the way the game looks. I like the way the game sounds. Hopefully I'll really enjoy the way the game plays. It's been a long time since I actually sat down and played a point and click. So, you know, this will be kind of nostalgic for me, which is one of the reasons why I got hooked into Homestuck in the first place. And then later Problem Sleuth. Yeah, technically I began Problem Sleuth first, lost it, then went to Homestuck, stopped about halfway through, finished Problem Sleuth, and then went back to Homestuck. That's technically how things work for me. But that's with my head and the way that tends to interfere with things. That's my life, anything but typical for that. Although it'll be interesting to see if anyone has had a similar experience with MSPA. So yeah, so no game yet. No release date for game. It looks good, but again, I am really trying to be patient and understanding. So pipelines suck. If you've ever had any experience with any kind of development pipeline, you know that there is almost always going to be positions where people are twiddling their thumbs, and there's always going to be positions where people are running around like their butts are on fire. Because the whole goal of a pipeline is you want to have, as one step completes and passes things off to the next team, you want that original team that completed that step to A, have something else that they can be doing. And B, you want whatever that second team has been doing to be completed. So you end up with this situation where just from the description of that, you should already be going, well, gee, what happens when one of the team goes over time? Well, exactly what you think happens. And then, of course, you complicate matters with the fact that when you deal with software, especially video games, you have to worry about all kinds of additional aspects, such as bug hunting, making sure the animations are playing right and without glitches, making sure that the game has the highest compatibility that you can for the best number of PCs. Because I don't think Hussey wants this to be a huge high fidelity game where only powerhouse PCs are going to play it. But go back to the pipeline. If you don't keep things streamlined enough, even a game that should be playable on basically anything from the graphical intensity that it has can end up slowing other PCs to a crawl because you didn't check the right compatibilities, or you didn't streamline it enough, or there are memory bugs in the code that you didn't notice. And this is just all part of the frustration of development. I haven't gotten to that point with my own personal projects yet. I'm still in the learning phase of my little hobbyist agenda here. But like I said, I've been doing a lot of research and doing a lot of learning on this. And so I kind of can understand all of the different places where things can get choked up. Additionally, before I was a Homestuck fanboy, I was a Blizzard fanboy. Big surprise, says the person who has a Diablo 3 Let's Play on his channel. And I'm very, very much used to the soon TM. Remember, that's the soon TM trademark of Blizzard. That certain game companies can run into. And I've always been a person who preferred a game to be done and good than released at the time that you most want it. I'd rather wait for the game a little bit more, have a better product, than get it now and be disappointed with the product. And from what I've seen of Hussey's past behaviors, I'm pretty sure that's kind of his modus operandi too. But again, I still can't say I'm not disappointed. I mean, even understanding everything that this development has gone through, all of the development hell that existed in the past, and then of course having to throw together a new team to do this from scratch, almost for practically, changes in the graphical styling, going from the 3D style we originally saw back when it was first teased to this more full pure 2D style that's a little bit more in line with Homestuck. Yeah, it's even knowing all that, I still would really have liked more, but that's the kind of state that I'm finding a lot of my projects that I've been loving in. This is not making me any less eager to play the game. If anything, it's making me want it more. But it is, again, it is a definite point of frustration. Now, one thing they talked about, and this is something that has been kind of MSPA kind of idiom for a while now, is that the people involved with MSPA have always been a more results-oriented than PR-oriented. If anything, Hussey's always kind of taken the stance on projects to keep people guessing and wanting. I mean, when you think about all of the people who have been involved with Homestuck over the years, and you think about how well and tightly held a lot of those big multi-person projects were. It's not out of the ordinary that the lack of communication is kind of the go-to for this team. You know, get game done first, communicate afterwards. Makes a lot of sense from the one perspective, but anytime you're dealing with a situation where expectations existed that haven't been met. Remember, this was, and again, there was no way with everything that happened that this game was ever gonna come out in 2014. That got completely and totally destroyed by things that were completely beyond Hussey or anyone's control in the MSPA team. But still, we've been waiting for the game for a while now. Just like we waited for the ending of Homestuck for a while. This, of course, makes me worried that either hype is going to build and people are going to be upset because a good game doesn't live up to the hype, or in many ways worse, people will have the reaction of, I waited this long for this. Which, if this does turn out to be as good of a game as it looks, that's kind of a sad fate for a potentially really, really good property. But at this point, we're well into the speculation zone. I'm rambling on and rambling and rambling and rambling. But yeah, so hype, disappoint, pain. That's pretty much it. Yeah, go see the trailer for yourself. See how nice the art looks and how great it is to be listening to another Toby Fox soundtrack, or at least a Toby Fox directed soundtrack, even if individual tracks weren't written by him. So, because I know he is music director on Hiveswap, and I know he's contributing tracks to it, but I don't know if all of the music is being done by him. It'd be really great if it is, but it wouldn't. I have to admit, it's not like I would object to hearing other Homestuck artists on the game. So yeah, well, my voice is starting to get scratchy, my head's starting to hurt even more, so I'm going to call it quits here. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I can't wait to get my hands on this. Can't wait to get more videos done for you guys. And until then, I will see you all in Spurb. Later.